What's good, my huggers and kissers? So apparently there's like this OnlyFans model who went out of her way to essentially fuck 100 guys within 24 hours. And after she did that, she then got traumatized to then go fuck 1,000 guys. She after the bright idea to go fuck 100 men back to back, she then got the bright idea to go fuck 1,000. So apparently she's going to attempt, I don't even know how that's going to be possible. I don't know the metric. Like, okay, so I did some calculations, and in 24 hours you'd only get like, well, in a practical sense, right? Because each guy could only get, if we're really trying to like hit this, each guy can only get like 45 seconds to like a minute 30, because you have to think about the factors of like, can a guy get hard? Is a motherfucker gonna like bail? Like think about the probability and statistics of out of 1,000 people, how many people will like have to leave? Like something comes up, somebody calls them like, yo, and then you gotta have to get a replacement. So I think if they do it, you gotta get at least like 1,200 guys, or maybe like 1,100 to actually, hey, if she's gonna do it. But I think this is a fucking horrible idea. What is the probability and statistics of a guy having a sexually contracted disease? Like, this is just bad bit. Like, what are we doing? Is this real? Is this what the multiverse has come to? Where fucking 1,000 guys is somehow in the rational universe of making any practical sense? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's this video I saw on Twitter where apparently like, she's from the UK, right? And a bunch of like what you want to call it, a bunch of the mandem pulled up on her and her friend. Hey, I'm not the biggest fan of blunts. And by the way, okay, I want to make this clear, right? Because I did see some comments about this. My disliking to blondes is not that I like hate blondes or like I'm like a prejudice against them. It's more so that I more often than not, like, okay, so for me, like my spouse, right? Someone who I would, want to, marry and stuff. I would want them to be more intelligent than anything else. Like they can look a certain way, so, but like intelligence is what I really want in my spouse, right? And so like, that even includes like emotional intelligence and like, knowing how to learn, love, learn the body, etc. All the good stuff, right? And so more often than not, what I found is that blondes on average that I've encountered, right? So this is just like my pattern recognition, is like blondes on average just are a little bit more ditzy, right? And so that's kind of my prejudice against blondes. It's not like I won't date a blonde or I hate blondes, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just more often than not, particular blondes, if I want to say solidarity blondes, okay, you do it what you want to say with that, okay? More often than not, just are a little bit, they're a little bit ditzy. They're kind of stupid. I think it's a common thing. And my theory is, this is kind of a stupid theory, but my theory is like your brain and your head, your hair is like a electrical current. And I think that your hair is what you consider ether. And it's like a plant, but it also like feeds your brain. And this is just my schizo theory. I don't know if this is true or this has any grandstanding, but your brain is like goes off of like neurosynaptic firings of like electricity, and your hair absorbs sunlight. And so like I just kind of have this thing where like the electricity in your hair can sort of conduct electricity. Some ways you see like things where like people get touched, they get zapped, and then their hair like goes over. It's like your hair almost helps you think a little bit better. And I think that's also why like people with like dreads and stuff are like a lot more spiritual, because it's sort of an adaptation thing where your brain and your hair is getting the sunlight, receiving these like receptors, making it able for you to think a lot better. But if you're blonde, the sunlight does not attract to lighter colors. The darker the hair, the more sunlight you get. So the more electricity and like sort of like photosynthesized like brain like chemistry will like help further your brain. I don't know, it's just a schizo theory. It's just a theory that I came in my head, but that's my theory of why blondes on average are a little bit more like ditzy, because their hair is fried, it's bleached, and it can't like garner information as well. I don't know, just a thought. And so come to find it, both Lilly and her friend are both blondes. Now they're like dirty blondes, but they're blonde, and they're both fine as fuck, by the way. Like, they're not even like duds. Like, if they were like duffs, like just like like 2s, like 3s, 4s, and be like, oh well, I understand why you want to do that. You want to seize the moment. But like, they don't even need to do this. This isn't like a desperation thing. They don't need to do this. And so I find it weird. Like, they were like, Lilly Phillips like crying in the documentary. There's a whole documentary that Josh, like, I don't know, some YouTuber named Josh, I think that's his name. Like, he's like an OG YouTuber. Back in the day, he used to be like with Simon stuff. He did like a documentary with her, and basically just like going over like her thoughts on it, the past and thoughts. Even her, as far as going on Candace Owens, talking about the the thing that she went through. And when I like sort of put the pieces together, I don't feel bad at all, because this is her own decision. She's a grown woman. Like, I shouldn't have to feel bad about a grown woman going to fuck 100 guys on her own will. This is her free will. If you believe in free will or not, this is her doing. This is on her. And so the participants, you have to think about the perspective of the participants. The participants are just getting one shag. They're just getting, so in their perspective, it's not like they're seeing this as like I guarantee there's gonna guy, like especially in like the 1,000, there's gonna guy who's gonna fuck her and leave, right? There's gonna be a guy who goes there, he fucks her, and so in sort of like universally or equationally, when you see it in like all the perspectives of like the prototypes that are interacting with this variable, this one chick is gonna have to interact with 1,000 prototypes in proximity, and then the prototypes, they just interact with one thing and they go, or they interact, you know what I'm saying? So it's not on the guys, it's on her. Nobody's forcing her. She's not, this is not statutory, this is not R word, nothing. This is not assault, because it's on her. And it's like, why can't the girls just take accountability? This is on her. Take some fucking accountability, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, just, if she says she doesn't want to do it now, the result of her getting fucking destroyed, like think about it. Imagine if a guy tried to, climax 1,000 times. Your dick would ooze blood. Like, it's gone, incinerated. There's no possible way that's going to be a thing. And so let's look at a video of Lilly Phillips getting prepared to take on 1,000 guys. Or no, not 1,000. I think this is just like, it wasn't even like 100 guys. This was just like almost like a prep to the guys. It's crazy. I think so. I don't know if this was 100 guys, but I think it was like a decent amount of guys where they just ran through her. Oh my gosh.
We want to be bent over and we want you to go one after the other in us. Yeah.
Oh god. Dude, this is sickening.
Hi.
So basically, we're looking for a train.
We want to do a big
Looking for a train.
But if you say you're struggling with it, we'll get on our knees, you go in a circle and yeah, you all come in? You all got ID with you? Yeah. Okay, come on then.
And they're all British. They're all British. It's all the men them. Look at them. All these guys look like they're all about to say, Aruba, shut up. Like it gives me like the vibes of like Stormzy in the middle of it, like, the Stormzy freestyle. Demanding your vids, backup dancer. Man wanna talk about backup dancer. Big man like me with a beard, I'm a big man. How the fuck can I palms everywhere I go? I can't want my enemy show. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, let's look at this.
I'm having a great time at university.
This is disgusting. Look at them, bro. Look, they're like pretty hot. Like these are not like 2s, bro. I mean, these are like, you could probably, this is like an 8. You know what I'm saying? 9? Like, this is some hot chicks, dude. And so, like, I just don't understand why. Like, is it literally just for clout? Like, clout is just the worst of all time. Like, is it literally just for clout and money that they just want to, like, destroy their insides for a couple of views and like, dude, the fact that people will go through bodily harm just to, like, suffice for that is ridiculous, man. Like, beautiful young women just destroying their insides. For what? For what reason? Like, is it actually a pleasure? Are they blessing people? Look at this. The aftermath. This is like the battlefield. This is the end game. And so like looking at all of it, this is just ridiculous, man. I mean, at this point, I think Lilly going, hey Lilly, I think that you should not do this. I think that you may, like, imagine you end up with AIDS. Like, I don't know, I just, like, just the worst case scenario, you just don't want it to be the case, man. And it's just an equation that doesn't have to play out. Like, you don't have to do this. It's man, at this, like, is this even real? Like, I don't even know, man. 1,000, I calculated the numbers. 1 minute, and what it is, it's the practicality. So you could get, like, each guy could get more than like, I think you can get maybe like maxed out, I think you can get like 3 minutes, like each guy, like, actually. But practically, you're gonna want to do like 45 to a minute 30. That's how I would go about it. You know, you can do what you please, but that's like the most practical thing. You have to think about whether people leave, whether you have to replace people, whether people go. I took on all the accounts, all the factors, and that's probably your margin. It just all depends. But please save yourself and don't do it. And the thing is, you know she's gonna do it, so GG's. If you're a guy who's signing up for it, bro, I think you should record it, or like record your journey. Record, like, there needs to be a guy on the inside recording everything. Like, I want a guy who's like, you know what I'm saying? Vlog it, bro. Give us your dialogue, everything. I need to see all of it. Your biography of participating in the world record for 1,000 K blows. But I mean, looking at it, dude, I think, you know, the world is in a very bad place. The fact that we have to send women to go fuck 1,000 men for validation. But I mean, I guess that's the world we live in. And honestly, bro, that would be some good OnlyFans content, if we're being honest. But that's really it. I think that I don't think this should happen. I think that she should not do it, but to each their own. And so yeah, with that being said, that's gonna wrap us up for today, and I'll see you guys when you're older. Peace.